Hello and welcome back to TEW 2016 Branding Solutions, and we are back on Raw for the pre-show. Before we kick it off, I've just got to say I've had to do a few swaps because Raw is running low of capable heels to just lose matches basically in the main event, upper mid cards, and also Shockwave had very little faces outside the main roster, so I've swapped Chris Safe with Alex Shelley and Alberto Del Rio to Raw, and Shockwave has got Tyson Kidd, TJ Perkins and Zack Sabre Jr. will be debuting that. I know they're a different level of people, but they're all people who can put on good matches, but I just needed both sides to have a slightly fairer balance, and all three are debuting on tonight's show, or pre-show only. And the second match, Certified G's just won a match, forgot to say that. Justin Gabriel defeats Chris Sabin. Justin Gabriel is in the IC title picture, so this is enough. New Day is called 4. Basically, it's the so-called weakest 3. Weakest 2 beat Crime Time. Another simple win. I probably won't keep Crime Time around much longer. And the main event of the pre-show, which really didn't do too well considering. Kurt Angle defeats Del Rio. I was expecting a lot more out of this match, but never mind. We start the show. As we know, I don't write the promos, I'll just say what's going to be said because I need to fast forward past the cult thing. Dean Ambrose comes out to say that he beat Roman Reigns, finishing off the Roman Reigns empire once and for all. And now he's got to face Kurt Angle, the guy who hasn't been seen outside of basement arenas since 2000 and something. And while the Shield dominated, he was hiding. Why should he get the title shot? And he's just going to go on and say he's just going to be another notch on his belt and in his title reign. Kurt Angle comes out, gives the old "you think you're better than me" speech. I won an Olympic gold medal, blah blah. So it's just building up to their title match, where this match just got thrown together due to the unfortunate injury Jericho suffered, which ended the Kurt Angle Jericho rivalry. And it works for Dean Ambrose to get a face that he can get a few wins over without rushing anything, because the next face may have been Dolph Ziggler, but then that would have been building a Dolph Ziggler idea, so that could be the next one. And obviously Kofi's got Money in the Bank, so we've got a few potential options. I may even throw out Big E Langston. He's getting very good ratings in his matches, and the idea with the New Day is both Big E and Kofi want singles titles. So in the first match of the night, the Wyatts defeat American Alpha, Luke Harper's and Soldiers Above the Rest, which is good. This is continuing on the Wyatt invasion. And Dolph Ziggler comes out to cut a promo on Triple H, telling him how he beat him last week on Raw, and even though he's got all his goons, he could still come out on top and become champion one day. Just doing Dolph Ziggler versus Triple H, but a little faction-y type thing. Dolph's got American Alpha, Triple H has got a Wyatt family and Ascension, basically going to be constantly attacking. I think Jack Swagger's also in there, but on Ziggler's side. And Dolph Ziggler gets an easy, quick win over Victor. It's just simple stuff, this one, really. And Triple H decides he's going to put a 2-on-1 match for next week. So we'll do this Dolph Ziggler versus the Ascension. It seems like a simple match that they could get a win in, but it's more likely Dolph will find a way to win. It's just to piss off Triple H some more. Sami Zayn loses to The Miz by count out. I wanted The Miz to get a win in this rivalry. Obviously, it's got Roderick Strong around as well. So this one is just, there is Miz trying to help the indie guys get a little bit more over. Obviously, The Miz's performances are very good in this match, but his popularity is higher. Triple H announces that Shelley, Sabin and Del Rio are joining his stable, so he's also got more muscle in his team now. We've got the Motor City Machine Guns, and obviously Del Rio, former champion, and should have good chemistry with Ziggler. In a tag team match, we had Big E and Kofi defeat Carlito and Kevin Owens. And Carlito is the loser, keep Kevin Owens strong because he is the prize fighter, of course. This is just teasing the idea of Big E getting into the IC and keeping Kofi relevant and keeping the New Day Idea tag team still working together. And Kevin Owens cuts a promo on Justin Gabriel, which gets a very good rating. So, just to say how he's going to beat him and continue his reign. In the tag team title match, tag team title picture even, Jimmy Uso defeats Primo. It's a simple match really, I'll probably do Epico beating Jay next week just to tease both sides are ready. But the Certified G's come out to cut a promo to say that they are waiting in the wings for this tag team title, as they are the tag team title Money in the Bank holders for Raw. Samoa Joe cuts a promo on why he attacked Roman Reigns and why he is the true Samoan submission machine. Roman Reigns just claims to be from Samoa. ETC, this one seems to be quite a good idea for a little rivalry. Push Samoa Joe to the next level and let Roman potentially get a win at the end of it. Keep him as your main dog. And Joe is capable of doing anything, so he's just haunting Roman Reigns. Reigns gets a win over Swagger. It's not the best match, but it will do. And afterwards, Samoa Joe comes out and spears Roman Reigns. Stan brags about the fact that he's just used his finisher. As I messed it up last week and had Reigns attack Joe for no reason. But I could have turned that into a fact that Reigns is angry that he lost his last title match. Last chance at the title. So, that'll do. And the main event, very good match. This was a risk match. Dean Ambrose defeats Roderick Strong with the Dirty Deeds. I wanted to see if he was ready for a title match. And that performance shows that you can put a match on with anyone. So that's a great finishing match. And afterwards, Kurt Angle comes down and they get in each other's faces and get pulled apart by security without anything happening. Nothing too fancy. I don't want too much fighting between these two. I may do the knockout, hold the title, but I don't want to do tables or ladders or anything like that. I just want to keep it intense about the fact that he's the now generation and Dean and Kurt was the former, but they both still reckon they're the best. So the show, I reckon, will get about an 83. An 85, which is absolutely brilliant. It's the Dean Ambrose Kurt Angle segments that really save that. Obviously, Joe and Roman are really over. And we'll head back to the main screen just to have a quick look at some details. And we're back to the main screen, as you can see. Excellent, struck gold. And we'll head to the actual news screen now. Swagger's moaning up, I think, because he's been losing. The rest of them aren't. Nobody worth coming up. Adrian Neville wants some momentum, I can understand that. And now that I've got a few more hills, he may get some matches, because I just didn't have any matches for the lower mid cards, because I can't always make the social outcast lose. So hopefully that's opened the door. The Wyatt Invasion's looking quite nice now with who's in it. I'll just add Chris Sabin. and Alex Shelley. And I've already put them in another rivalry. I put them in the Making the Impact one, which works because I've got 3 tag teams, and Tyson Kidd can be taken out. Roderick and The Miz, solid enough. For Samoa is an 85, tag team title 62, and world title is 93, which is brilliant. Who is hot and who is not? Hot is Sasha Cody, Tina Bailey, and Dean Ambrose. Who is not? Nobody new one there, really, is there? If we go to the roster and just put the Raw brand on for now, we can see by the popularity. You're going to look at Dean Ambrose in a minute. Currently on all the 90s. We'll do it by progress. He's in the 90s all around. At the start of this game, he was only a 76, so we can see how much he's improved. And we've also got. Who else shall we have a quick look at who's been rising through the ranks? We'll just check the Kofi Kingston one, because he's had a few shots at titles, etc. He hasn't moved really, which is a bit disappointing. But Roderick Strong came in with a rating of 30, so he's gone up nearly 20. The match with Dean Ambrose helps even more. And we'll check Samoa Joe a minute. I don't think it's gone up as much. But of course, we'll see, it hasn't gone too far. He's had a few rivalries, but nothing really massive. Otherwise, you can just see from here, like, you've got the 60s, the basics. Solid for Triple H as always. Undertaker's barely been used. I think The Miz is actually going down. He's losing matches, so I may need him to pick up a win or two over Roderick. Shad's still pretty good. Sami Zayn's in the 50s. Roderick, so they're all pretty much the same. Primo's to nearly 50 as well. Neville's will start using a lot more now. Luke Harper's doing well. Kurt Angle's not as high as I would like. Kevin Owens, let's just double check how far he's come, because I think he hasn't actually lost or been pinned while I've been running the show. So you can see the improvement. Owens, where's match history? I gave him the title back. He's had 6 losses. He lost to Dolph Ziggler. I let Sami Zayn get away, and Kofi Kingston, that was leading to the IC title match. He lost in the tag team match, but he wasn't a loser. So, to go top 10 matches, it was defeating Roman Reigns by disqualification is his best match. And he defeated The Rock, but he lost to Kurt Angle. Yeah, that was a Raw match, yeah. So that's all good. Justin Gabriel's getting better. I've barely used Jinder since I re-signed him. American Alpha really come up on this game, as we can see here. When I bought them up, they were on the 20s, and now nearly hitting the 40s. So Heath Slater's still very popular. I want to use him more. Unless I get everyone, you can see something like Dolph Ziggler. He must have gone up, because that's lower than what Ambrose started. Yeah, he's gone up nearly 10. He did beat Triple H. Best match was actually Roman Reigns in the tag team match. Defeated Jericho Backlash. He hasn't had too many pay-per-view matches. Really, many of the Raw matches, like even the Victor, the 4th best match of his time with my show. So we'll just double check. Because Jericho obviously is out long term, which is kind of devastating because he is very important to the show. I think Del Rio's actually crashed down because he barely won on the other show. That's not as bad as I thought. Match history. As you can see, he's only won 5 matches. That's not good. Emotionally, he's like what I'd call a qualifying matches. So that's not good. I think that will end this episode, and we'll be back for SmackDown next time out. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see where we can take the next show with Seth Rollins as champion still.